Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com and welcome to the next video in your Zapier Mastery course. In this video, we are going to have a look at how to link an exit pop-up in a blog and take that data to Google Sheets. So this step is going to be very similar to what we saw in the first video. So in the previous video, you might have seen how we take data from the landing page and write it on Google Sheets. And if you remember, we had created a Google Sheet called Leads Tracker, and we had experimented with a few opt-ins ourselves. So these are the experimental opt-ins which we just used to test the landing page. And right now, this particular sheet was just created a few hours back, and you can see that we have already generated around 70 leads from this sheet. And if you remember, we had chosen to take the source data from the landing page and put it on the sheet. So here you can see that some of it is unknown. So if someone goes to learndigitalmarketing.com and opts in with their name and email ID without a source in the URL, then it will come as unknown. And if it is coming from a particular source, then it will also put the source here. So here you can see GALDM default, which stands for Google AdWords Learn Digital Marketing Default Campaign. So right now I'm not running any Facebook ads, and if I'm running any Facebook ads, I will be linking it to learndigitalmarketing.com *source equal to FB conversion campaign. So YouTube blog test, and you can have any source that you want, and that source data will come here. So this is very important to track because you have to check which source of leads is giving the maximum revenue, so that way you can allocate budget to different sources accordingly. So right now here you can see that there are different sources, some are unknown, but I would like to go ahead and make sure that all the people who have an exit pop-up or all the people who see an exit pop-up on my blog and opt in, I want the URL of the exit pop-up to come here. So that is one of my goals. So what I will do is that I will go to Learn Digital Marketing account on Unbounce, and here I will go ahead and click on pop-ups and sticky bars. So I am using pop-ups and sticky bars for the exit pop-up on my blog, and if you go ahead and look at my blog from an incognito window, you will be able to see how the exit pop-up is working. So let me go to digitaldeepak.com, and let me just open up an article. Let's say I open up this article. So here, if someone tries to exit the site who is a new visitor to the site, then he will be able to see this particular exit pop-up appear on my blog. And if someone enters their name and email ID, I want that name and email ID to be added to the leads tracker. And here I want the source to be mentioned as blog exit. So to do that, I have to go ahead and first look at the exit pop-up that I have created. So this is the exit pop-up that I have created for my blog, and right now you can see it has 4.28% conversion rate, and the amount of conversion rate that you will get from blog exit pop-ups will definitely be lesser than what you are getting from landing pages, because landing pages, the traffic is very high intent, it comes from paid sources, and the purpose of someone to visit the landing page is to opt in. But for the blog, the purpose is to read the articles, but then they see the exit pop-up and they might go ahead and choose to opt in as well. So what I need to do here is that I need to go ahead and configure the webhook again. So what I will do is that I will create a new webhook. So I will click on add webhook, and I will go ahead and create a new zap here. So I need to go ahead and click on the funnel, and here I will click on make a new zap, and let me search for webhooks. So there is also an Unbounce integration directly available on Zapier, but since it is going through Zapier anyway, I like to use the webhook because it gives certain flexibilities. So I'm going to click on save and continue, click on continue again, and copy this, and I'm going to paste it here. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to check for the field mapping. So first name, email, source, and you will also see page URL. So page URL is the data that we need to pass on, so that will be captured, and I'm going ahead and saving this webhook. So right now you have two webhooks here, so Unbounce will post data to both the webhooks. So let me go ahead and do my third test opt-in. So I will say Deepak plus test3 at pixeltrack.in. So let me go ahead and click on free instant access. So ideally Zapier should have got this data. So first I have to click on I did this, and let's see if Zapier has got that data. So here you can see that Zapier has got the data, which is Deepak plus test3 at pixeltrack.in, and you can also see the URL from which the opt-in was generated. So now I can go ahead and take this data and put it on the same Google Sheet which we have created earlier, which is the leads tracker, and I will say Google Sheet. And here I can click on create a new spreadsheet row. So let me close this and select the account, and let me go ahead and select the spreadsheet. So worksheet will be worksheet 1. So worksheet is basically, here you can see sheet 1, that is the worksheet. And I will go ahead and put down the email ID which we collected, put down the name that we collected, and go ahead and add the source as well. So here the source, I would just mention it myself. I would mention it as blog exit, because this particular zap is only for the blog exit pop-up, which we have connected to unbound pop-ups and sticky bars. And here the URL is where we have the page URL on which the lead was generated. So here you can see new idea to start a business, and click on continue, and now send test to Google Sheets, and click on finish. So right now you can go ahead and name this zap. So I will zap it as name it as blog exit to Google Sheets with page URL. So it's always a good practice to kind of have a good naming convention, so that you don't get confused if you go ahead and create too many zaps. So in the professional plan, I have unlimited zaps that I can create. So right now I have 38 different zaps. So each of this is a zap. So you can see that blog exit to Google Sheets with page URL is a separate zap. And that's how it works. The number of tasks is limited, which is 50,000, and you have to pay cost per task if you go above 50,000. So that's how it works. So now let's go ahead and have a look here. So here you can see someone who has opted in using my blog exit. We just did a test opt-in, and you can see here that the URL also has passed. So what this basically helps you is that when you are building a dashboard using Google Data Studio, you will be able to find out which of your content is giving the most leads and which of your content is giving the most revenue as well. And that is very important to track in the long term. So that is how this works. So here I have not put any date so far. So we will go ahead and run another experiment and do another tutorial where we also have the date, so that we can pass the date to Google Data Studio. But right now let's keep it simple. So this tutorial gave you an idea about how to take data from a blog exit pop-up and go ahead and write the data into Google Sheets. And what I will do is that in the next video tutorial, I will show you how to create a multi-step zap. So basically here, if I am capturing this data from the blog exit pop-up, writing it on the sheet, I can add one more step, and it is called a multi-step zap, which will have one trigger and multiple actions. And I can go ahead and write this data into ActiveCampaign as well. So that is something that we will discuss in the next video. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.